Power cats seem to be very much the flavour of the month at the moment. The combination of efficient cruising, lots of space and plenty of cabins means that they really work well, particularly for families and charters and that kind of lifestyle of a home from home, if you like. Now this is the Aquila 54. We've seen some of the smaller Aquilas before. This is the first time we've had a chance to look at the larger 54. Now it's the part of the big MarineMax Corporation in the US. They helped generate the brand. They're actually built in China, but they're designed in the US, and they've got a lot of things going for them, as well as very good value for money. So let's take a look on board. We're going to see everything there is to see: the guest accommodation, the owner's accommodation, crew accommodation, everything. So you can see starting off at the stern here, we've got a big hydraulic bathing platform. Now, and usually this isn't one that goes underwater, it's just too big and too beamy if there's any kind of waves. So rather cleverly, they've got a crane system up there that extends out from the Flybridge overhang, and that lifts the tender on and off. But it will go down to right down to sea level, so you can use it as a sort of beachside arena if you want to put chairs out. But equally, you can lift it up to deck level, so that it's on the same level as the rest of the deck and have it as a kind of extended cockpit area. It also makes it very convenient when you're stepping off the dock, like that. So we can see there's a little bit of extra storage under there. I'm not sure if I can do that one-handed. I don't think I can, actually, it's too wide, but you can see there's a bit of storage under there. And then we move into a large cockpit area. Big seating area here with a table, so you can eat your lunch out here. You've got plenty of space. There's a big bench here. You can put freestanding chairs either side. And then we've got this rather lovely bar area where our very good-looking sales assistants just demonstrating. This is where you chill out for an evening, have your cocktails, a couple of cold beers. What could be nicer? And then this large screen, you can see this opens up, so that turns the galley effective into a bar area. And it's a really big galley. It's almost more of a kitchen, if you like. We've got so much space here. Everything is full domestic size. We've got a double sink in here. We've got big induction hob, oven underneath, storage all the way around. I won't open all the cupboards, but you can see there's also, I think, rather cleverly, a microwave tucked behind there. Useful little recess for, well, in this case, your pasta and spices and so on. More storage over here. Big American-style fridge on this side. Lots of space. Ice maker built into it. Rather nice little nav station here. You can see you can set your computer up, do your planning for the day. Got access to all the electrics behind here. And then an enormous saloon area, lots and lots of seating. And check out the size of this table. You can see it's got 4 folding leaves. I think we have to pull out a little support here. So all 4 of these leaves fold out, and then the whole table spins round on its base, and then you've got a perfect size table so that everybody can sit around it, all of your guests, plenty of room. Oh, just got to get my finger in there, slide that back. Now there are lots of different layout options here, depending if you're going to be using it for charter or private use. You can have galley up, you can have galley down if you've got full crude area. And there's a whole variety of cabin options from 3 up to 5 cabins. This is more spec'd out for an owner, privately owned boat with a big forward master cabin. So if we come in here and have a bit of a look, you can see just how large this is. Being at deck level, you've got lovely windows all the way around, big king-size bed, and then this is effectively the bridge deck that spans the 2 hulls, and then you drop down either side into the hulls themselves, where on this side you've got the bathroom. Plenty of space here. You've got the separate toilet right forward in the bow area. Twin sinks. Big shower. There's more storage behind here. Really deep lockers. And you can put a washer dryer in some of these. Actually, these are designed so that you can spec them out exactly how you want. We've just got drawers here, but you can have a washer dryer in there. And then if you come up on the other side of the hull, sorry, the other hull, not the other side of it. So this is now the port hull, and we've got this very smart dressing area. So little vanity unit, or you can use it as a study. Again, you could put the washer dryer in here, and then a walk-in wardrobe, just about walk-in wardrobe. Hanging space up here, lots of shelving. So it's really a proper owner's suite. You've got dressing area one side, bathroom the other, and a large bed in the middle. You know, you can see there's hatches overhead as well as all these windows with curtains around it. Fabulous space. Enjoys the full beam of the boat. And then moving back through the saloon, you can see you can drop down into the hulls, and on this side we've got another really big VIP double. So the bed itself is towards the stern of the yacht. Lovely hull windows all around, so lots of natural light flooding into it. Storage all along the bed. It does curve in a little bit around here just so that you can get down either side of the bed. But that really feels like a VIP cabin. Now it has got sliding doors, so you can have complete privacy when you want to. Slides open, and of course an ensuite bathroom. Again, big hull windows, hatch overhead, big walk-in shower. It's a lovely, light, spacious boat. And then if we come up again, now the other nice thing about this is that every cabin on this 3-cabin layout has its own separate access, so it feels really private, really discreet. You can shut yourself away when you want to. And another big double cabin here. Now this one you can't get round on that side of the bed. You can see there is access down that side. Nice little desk space here too. So again, you set yourself up with your laptop, do your makeup, whatever you want, and of course an ensuite bathroom. Again, lots of natural light in here. And again, this is actually a 2-section sliding door. You see, actually slides together. Just means once you have slid it across, it doesn't take up quite so much space. And then if we come back out, have a little look around the decks. Let's start by going along the starboard deck. And again, one of the benefits of catamarans, because they've got so much beam, so much space to spare, they can afford to have these really wide side decks. Nice high guardrails, grab rail on this side. Very easy. I mean, look how wide that is. Up to the foredeck. And here you can appreciate the full beam of the boat again. And this is a really nice entertaining zone too. You've got some nice benches here. You've got some sun pads, lots of cup holders. Exactly the same on this side. And again, big wide side deck running down there. Lots of storage. There's so much storage on this boat. I really can't tell you how much there is. Well, I can. There's absolutely masses of it. But look at this. This is so deep. It has to have a set of steps to allow you to get down, but absolutely perfect for putting your fenders and lines in. You could have a whole lot of other kit in there, to be honest. Get paddle boards, folding bicycles, all manner of things. There's another identical one over on this side. And these are rather nice touch, just little seat right at the bow. Perfect. Sit there of an evening, got your friends or guests or family over on the other side sitting on those benches, and those are the windows that we saw in the owner's cabin right forward there. Another big hatch down there, exactly the same as the one we've just seen, and of course anchor locker in here. See 2 hatches, so really good access to that. Remote control and a wash down hose facility so you can rinse off the anchor as it comes up. The other thing I like is that you've got access from here right up to the Flybridge. So why don't we go up this way? So this is what you call a Portuguese bridge, because it's a nice sort of walk-around facility that wraps round the front of the boat, wraps round the helm position, so you can go either side, nice and safe, nice and protected. And then a huge beamy flybridge area. Now this is the helm position, very nicely protected. You've no need for a downstairs helm when you've got one that's so well protected up here. You can obviously put canvas covers in there or see-through covers so that you can have a bit more protection if the weather's not too great. Nice clean helm position. We've only got one big raymarine here, but there is space for a second there if you want it. Got a little locker for some of the covers for the instruments. 3 different choices of engine option. I'll talk you through those in a minute. And of course, autopilot system, compass, VHF, and another little storage locker there. Flip up bolster so you can stand or sit. And then a big seating area here. Another folding table. Oh, that's really heavy. But look at that. Again, you can get the full yacht's complement sitting there. This is probably where you're going to eat most days, I would think, because you're all protected by this large overhead hardtop. We've got little hatches in the top. They're all manual, but it just means you can flick them up and let a bit of air get in here, particularly if you're cruising along at sort of 10 knots or so. That will help funnel the air, keep you all cool down here. And a big open space towards the stern. You can have freestanding furniture here, probably a few sun lounges, I would think, and then a wet bar unit here. They haven't really fully fitted this out because they're waiting to see what the customer wants before they decide, but you can see you've got a sink there. There's plenty of room there for fridges, ice makers, whatever you want to put. Certainly put a grill in there if you want to, and plenty of space. Now it looks like that also swings over. That's a rather nice touch. So you can move that backrest over there, and then you can face astern, watch the wake peeling out behind you. Very lovely. So let's go down and have a look at the engine bay, and then we can talk a little bit about performance, range, and so on. When I say engine bay, I do of course mean engine bays, because there's one in each hull. And if we open up this hatch, we can take a bit of a look. So these are the 550 horsepower Cummins engines. You also have the option of Volvo, and you can either have 480 horsepower or 380 horsepower. Now, obviously that's going to make a bit of a difference to speed. I think the lowest engine option will probably give you kind of 16 to 18 knots. The 480 horsepower D6s, more like 18 to 20, and these Cummins probably 22 to 24 knots. Now, comfortable cruising speed is probably likely to be 15 to 17 knots. And at that sort of speed, it should burn about 110 litres an hour. And thanks to those 2,900 litre tanks, you should have a cruising range of up to around 1,500 nautical miles. Now, I've got a Kohler generator here. We've got a shore power system on a reel, so very easy to deploy that. Big exhausts. And tanks either side. We can see stainless steel tanks here. And then fuel filter systems, electrics, and so on further forward. But nice, big, almost full standing headroom. You can see I'm not quite underneath here, but leaving that hatch open, no problem at all. There's one area of the yacht we haven't yet seen, and that is the crew cabin, which you can see really good access from here in the cockpit. We drop down into here. You can see there is another bunk cabin here. So that has a window too. 2 single bunk cabins, bunk beds, and an ensuite wet room. Obviously, if you've got crew, that's handy space for them, but equally, if it was a privately owned and skippered boat, that would be a perfectly usable children's cabin. So, a couple more details to cover. Prices, everybody always wants to know prices. So in the US, these start at about 1.5 million US dollars. Delivered here to Europe, it's probably more like about $2.2 million. Really impressive amount of real estate for a 54-foot boat like this. There are those 3 really big cabins, but you can also have completely different layouts, up to 5 cabins. So that's a very rapid look round Aquila 54. Love to know what you make of it. Do please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video.